Hey there. Sorry, we are live. We're live, yes. And a little confused because I wanted to use my iPad, which I am on, but it won't let me shoot live horizontally. It won't let me shoot live like this. Nope, doesn't like it. Doesn't like it that way. So the best thing I can do is just set you up here and just say, yo, hey, what's up? Welcome to Everest Longevity Wednesday live, first Wednesday live. Something that I wanted to be able to do once I got 50 followers. So thank you, Bruce, for becoming the 50th follower. You're the man. And I've got a dog here, which this is a poodle pointer. They are full of love, and they require a lot of attention. And he's probably gonna have to go inside because he likes being right there under the chin. That's it. We're going to talk about longevity. We're going to talk about the performance lab. We're going to talk about there's this wheel that I've built, and it starts with creating your own personal operating system, creating more alignment in your life. Alignment OS, alignment operating system. As you work around the wheel, you come into physical vitality and then psychological and social connections. Beyond that, the last quadrant has to do with legacy and the impact that we have by operating in the first three quadrants effectively. So if you think about it like this, people have come to me as a personal trainer for years to, teach them how to get in shape, do all the fun things, have the muscles, all that stuff, right? Be able to move around, lose weight, be the best version of themselves, so to speak, from a physical capacity. And that's great. That's all fine and good. I have been, I would say, excellent at that, or I strive to be excellent at that, have strived to be excellent at the art and science of personal training for the past 20 years. And come on. We're talking to the people. We're talking to the people, and you're doing what you do. Okay, so, but personal training, the problem with personal training is that it is 1 hour or 2 or 3, if we're lucky, per week. And that does not give us sufficient amount of time to fully immerse you, the client, in the proper mindset, the proper behaviors. Everything that needs to be done in order to be successful is more than just getting 3 workouts in per week. And I've seen it over and over and over again. And look, personal trainers, they're happy. They're thankful to have you as a client. And they will show up with passion, enthusiasm, grit, and determination. And my brothers in the personal training field, I know they feel that every time they step onto the gym floor. They are ready to rock and help you get as strong as you possibly can and help you take it to the next level. That being said, I know that there's a huge, maybe it's not a dirty secret, but there's a huge kind of elephant in the room, and that is that a lot of the people that come in to do personal training, yes, they get stronger. Yes, they improve their VO2 max. Yes, they have better fitness overall. And that is worth the price of admission. But a lot of them came and expected to get, I don't know, are there abs under here? Sort of, maybe a little bit. They expected to get something like this. And I'm a fat man. I'm a dad. That's my dad bod, right? So they came to take, they brought in this, they expected to get this, and they maybe just got a little bit of this, but didn't get this, right? So, the point is that I, as a personal trainer, there's more to give, right? I have more to give. And wanting to see success in the clients and clientele that I work with, I want to offer. What is a bug in here? What is this? All right, this is going off the rails. This is off the rails. You are driving me crazy. Yes, you are. You're driving me crazy. Are you kidding me? You're talking back now? Are you talking back? Come over. Get over it. Come up here. So, reset. Okay, here we go. I will do these lives on Wednesday until there is proper structure and format in place, until we have made this into a ritual that's part of our routine. You know, I started late at 12:15. I'm going to put it on for 12 p.m. Eastern Time next week, and I'm going to go live noon on Wednesdays for the rest of the summer. Let's just say for the next 8 weeks. And we're going to learn in that process. So thank you for bearing with me. We have Neville here. He probably will not be invited back. Although you may end up be what gets all the views because people love your beautiful fur. Oh, and your beautiful growl too. Oh, come. Physical vitality. Yes, we provide that when we do personal training. But what precedes that? What comes earlier in the order of... You're the worst person. I love you. I hate you. I love you. Get over it. You need to know what your mission is in life. You need to know what your why statement, why, your purpose, why you get out of bed in the morning. Have core values that are not only for you and for yourself, but are for your family and for the way that you go out into life, so you can differentiate between, like, hey, you know, I don't know if we can hang out with those people. They don't seem to have the same values that we do. It becomes very clear when you've defined who you are and what you're all about, when you run into situations that then don't align with who you are and what you want to do. And it allows you to behave differently and allows you to make better decisions. Below core values on this abstraction ladder that I'm outlining to you, which is the alignment operating system, we have your vision, right? So I have a vision. My vision, you know, is that everything is aligned and organized. And you'll notice this corner of the room over here, this was a disaster. Probably wouldn't be able to tell if you comb through other videos, you know, but again, like these wires up here, I'm not happy that those are either visible or exposed. They could be painted all one color, you know, so there's an ideal vision that you have for your life, right? If I go and I look at my swimming pool, my vision is that it is crystal clear every day. It is not full of leaves. It is not turning green, right? So I can then compare my vision with what reality is. And I can make my reality match my vision. And the way that I do that is then by setting up goals, projects, metrics, and then I execute to every single day move those metrics further forward. What we're doing here is we are building out a framework that will eventually then be online courses, right? So you'll be able to engage with me and with this process. Forget about me. Engage with the process from the beginning to end, getting the product being an organized, aligned life that is in alignment. Your mission is in alignment with the way that you're behaving, the decisions that you're making, the actions that you're taking on a daily basis are incrementally building out projects that are subsets of your goals that lead to building the life of your vision, the vision that is in alignment with your core values, your why statement, and your mission in life. When that is all in alignment from top to bottom, you will be a force to be reckoned with. And again, I'm not perfect, but I've been around the block and I've been around the globe 47 times, and I can see where I've come from and I can see where I'm going. And in the short term, where I'm going is only up. Eventually, it's, shed the body, go off into the next, fifth dimension or whatever you want to call it. But between now and then, I got work to do. And I've gotten the work that I'm doing, I'm sharing with you. So sample size of more than one, because tons of people will back me up, and I'll give you all of the the references and the books and the anecdotes that will support, when you align yourself with your mission and your purpose, things just go better and they fall into place. So let's see. So after you've got that vision, after you've got that, mission statement, not in a hollow way like you have with, if you see, what you go into some oil company says that they're fostering sustainability into the future and they're just like destroying the environment, and it's just fluff. This is real. This is for you to use to build and create your life. So then you take all of that harness those goals. You're going to have a vision for your physical form. You're going to have a vision for the amount of exercise and sleep that you get. And then we put that into the physical vitality quadrant. So we went from this top-down, high-level organizational thought structure into now applying it to your physical being and how you operate there. That is core and essential because this is all you got. All this other stuff is just things. This thing that you have is your vehicle to go through life. This is your spacesuit. This is your, meat jacket. I don't know, it's weird. This is it. This is it. This is the life you got. You take the body away, you gotta do something else that isn't involved in this reality. So you need the body, and as long as you have the body and the knees are functioning and you're able to move the way you want to move, you can keep doing the things and the mind is clear. You're going to keep doing the things that you want to do as long as possible. Great. From there, we start to then say, okay, how is your mind working and interfacing with all of the other things in your reality? Physical vitality taken care of, then we go and we do the mental game. And this is how you behave, think, act, function. How do you take care of yourself and manage stress, right? Because stress is one of the pillars of longevity health, is how you manage stress and how much it affects you, because you can do a lot of other things right, but stress can kill you. So how you take care of yourself, how you take care of your family, the groups and the friends and the extended people that you're connected with, people you work with, mankind at large. Do you even care what's happening to people on the other side of the world? I mean, I think a lot of us, if you read the newspaper, you're like, man, it's bad out there, right? So can we, in the spheres of influence, take care of ourselves, take care of the people who we love the most, take care of people that are now at arm's length in our communities, and then be able to start to say, well, what about the problems of the world that maybe I can have some small impact on? Beyond that, if we go into the physical world, like all life forms, plant, animals, right? I love my dog. That's why he actually was allowed into this video, because he is part of that connection that I wanted to share. And he's now being very well behaved. He understands it's not time to play. It's just time to relax and chill. He's probably giving me a side eye. All right, we'll go play fetch. But the thing is so then it's like we have these pets, but not just pets. I got squirrels in the yard. I got turkeys, deer. Yeah, turkeys. I've got all these other, there's lightning bugs. They're telling me that the lightning bug, this is the last generation that's going to have lightning bugs. Like that, if that's true, that's messed up. Super messed up if that's true. Because it's just, the lightning bug is not just a bug that just so happens to be able to light up without electricity. It has the bioluminescence. What people don't understand is, you say, oh, the poor, we're going to spray our yard for ticks, but unfortunately it's going to kill all the bugs in the yard. Well, guess what? The lightning bug, aside from being beautiful and somewhat cute as far as bugs go, I have so many lightning bugs in my yard, I actually think that they're more nodes in a larger network. Meaning that when they're all lighting up, it's almost as if you're looking at brain patterns. Like, in other words, like some sort of CT scan of the brain. The entire forest is lighting up in these different kind of harmonic frequency and patterns. That may be, I may be superimposing my own or anthropomorphizing whatever what they're doing out there, but the fact of the matter is that is it's not one bug floating in your yard. It's a network, right? It's not one human being sitting in front of a computer screen. You are connected to all the other people and things around you. And so it's being able to harness the power of those connections is what that third spoke, or that third quadrant on the wheel, is all about. Beyond that has to do with the legacy and then what we leave behind, and how we're prepping other generations for the future. So in the legacy side of things, it's basically saying, I've taken care of my household. I've taken care of my physical self. I've taken care of kind of mind, body, spirit, if you will. Now, what do I do with that? How do I project myself into the future? And in that last quadrant it has some financial aspects to it. It actually is a very financially heavy quadrant, and something I've wanted to do for a long time, because if you do the other three right, if you get organized, take care of your body, and get connected to yourself, your fellow human beings in the world around you, that's going to, unless you have a genetic or some sort of other, catastrophic thing happen, that's going to put you on the track record for now to reach, maximum life expectancy. So how do we have the maximum impact with that? Not only for ourselves, but future generations, is having your financial house in order and in alignment, so that everything else that you have, all this work that you've done, is not just wasted and doesn't go away. And so one example would be just having the proper insurances and protection in place, so that one stupid thing doesn't happen. Like your kid's driving a car and gets into an accident, and all of a sudden, even if everybody's okay, there's some sort of liability thing that you weren't prepared for, and it derails the entire plan that you had in place. And I lean on a lot of other professionals where necessary, but I can tell you, I've got a great guy in property and casualty who will consult on this and be able to tell you, it's the simplest thing to have, an umbrella policy in place. And there's no secrets. That's what it is. You should have proper umbrella policy in place. If you don't have that, and it's the first time you're hearing it, it's like, oh my God, revelation. These courses are going to be valuable to you. So it's having all the protection pieces in place, having, savings and money set up so that you can enjoy yourself when you're, 98 years old. And if, God help us, if we are able to transfer this knowledge and information to the other people in our lives, our family is going to be around there with us. We're not going to be some old person sitting in a nursing home. This is you taking the kids on a family vacation, taking your grandkids and great grandkids on a family vacation, and creating experiences with them, more joy, more love, more connection, things that matter, right? But are only made possible through setting yourself up now. So it's like, get organized, get healthy, get connected, plan for the future. That's what we're talking about. It's not super complicated. It's not something that you can't figure out yourself. But this is my first little 20-minute harangue, and we're going to just put it out there, and we're going to again say thanks to Bruce and San Francisco. Can't say enough great things about Bruce from San Francisco. But yeah, we're going to do this again. We're going to do this on Wednesdays at noon Eastern time, and I hope you'll join me. We'll do some workouts. Anybody that sees this, tell me what you want to see in the next episode. I'll put it in the next episode. Ask me a question. We'll map it out. We're going to do this together. I've got it all up here, and I'll tell you, I'm not going to the grave without putting it out. So let's partner. Let's connect it up. Let's make it real. Let's make it happen. Atomic Total Fitness is for personal training. Everest Longevity is for you to live with power, thrive for life.